Michael Fagan, born August 8, 1948, is a British man who entered Queen Elizabeth II's bedroom in Buckingham Palace in 1982. The incident was one of the 20th century's worst royal security breaches. Michael Fagan was born in Clerkenwell, London, on August 8, 1948, 1, the son of Ivy and Michael Fagan. 2. He was a steel erector and a champion safe breaker. He had two younger sisters, Margaret and Elizabeth. 2. In 1955, he attended Compton Street School in Clerkenwell, now St. Peter and St. Paul RC Primary School. In 1966, he left home at 18 to escape from his father, who, Fagan says, was violent. He started working as a painter and decorator. In 1972, he married Christine, with whom he had 4 children. 2. According to his own account, the July 9, 1982 incident was Fagan's second intrusion on the palace. The first happened about a month before. 2. Fagan says he shimmied up the drainpipe, startling a housemaid, who called security. When guards reached the scene, Fagan had disappeared, leading them to believe the housemaid was mistaken. Fagan claims he entered the palace through an unlocked window on the roof and spent the next half hour eating cheddar cheese and crackers and wandering around. He tripped several alarms, but they were faulty. He claims to have viewed royal portraits and rested for a while on the throne. He also spoke of entering the postroom, where Diana, Princess of Wales, had hidden presents for her son, William, who had been born the previous month. Fagan said he drank half a bottle of white wine before becoming tired and leaving. 2. At around 7 a.m. on July 9, 1982, Fagan scaled Buckingham Palace's 14-foot-high, 4.3 meters, perimeter wall, which was topped with revolving spikes and barbed wire. 3. And climbed up a drainpipe before wandering into the Queen's bedroom at about 7:15 a.m. 1. An alarm sensor had detected his movements inside the palace, but police thought the alarm was faulty and silenced it. 2. Fagan wandered the palace corridors for several minutes before reaching the section where the royal apartments were located. In an anteroom, Fagan broke a glass ashtray, cutting his hand. He was still carrying a fragment of the glass when he entered the Queen's bedroom. 1. The Queen woke when he disturbed a curtain, and initial reports said Fagan sat on the edge of her bed. However, in a 2012 interview, he said she left the room immediately to seek security. 2. She had phoned the palace switchboard twice for police, but none had arrived. Fagan then asked for some cigarettes, which were brought by a maid, who had been cleaning a neighboring room. The duty footman, Paul Wybrew, who had been walking the Queen's dogs, then appeared, followed by 2 policemen on palace duty who removed Fagan. The incident had happened as the armed police officer outside the royal bedroom came off duty before his replacement arrived. 3. A subsequent police report was critical of the competence of officers on duty, as well as a system of confused and divided command. 1. Since it was then a civil wrong rather than a criminal offense, Fagan was not charged for trespassing in the Queen's bedroom. 4. He was charged with theft of the wine, but the charges were dropped when he was committed for psychiatric evaluation. In late July, Fagan's mother said, "He thinks so much of the Queen. I can imagine him just wanting to simply talk and say hello and discuss his problems." 5. He spent the next 6 months in a psychiatric hospital before being released on January 21, 1983. It was not until 2007, when Buckingham Palace became a designated site for the purposes of Section 128 of the Serious Organized Crime and Police Act 2005, that such an offense as his became criminal. 6. 2 years after entering Buckingham Palace, Fagan attacked a policeman at a cafe in Fishguard, Wales, and was given a 3-month suspended sentence. Citation needed. In 1983, Fagan recorded a cover version of the Sex Pistols song God Save the Queen with punk band the Bollock Brothers. 7. In 1997, he was imprisoned for 4 years after he, his wife and their 20-year-old son were charged with conspiring to supply heroin. 2. Fagan made an appearance in Channel 4's The Antics Roadshow. 8. An hour-long 2011 TV documentary directed by the artist Banksy charting the history of people behaving oddly in public. The Intrusion was adapted in 2012 for an episode of Sky Arts' Playhouse Presents series entitled Walking the Dogs, a one-off British comedy drama starring Emma Thompson as the Queen. 9. In 2020, Tom Brooke played Fagan in Season 4 of The Crown. 10.